Hi everyone, welcome to our new topic, which is square root. Now, when we talk about square root, we need to have a number that is in square. So, assuming now on a structure, let's have a square as a number that is perfect square. Now, learning that on a structure base, we say that this is now a square as a number using the multiplication table, right? Now, what are we going? That's why we talked about square root, is that we want to get now the dimension. So these are the dimension. You have your horizontal dimension and then your vertical dimension. And then when you get the product, the answer is a square, right? So when you have that, so the possibility, looking now on a multiplication, so you have now, this is now your A and another A. So that is now your possibility. Now, another thing is that we know now what we call a negative number. So there are other possibility. The second possibility, so we have now that, assuming that this is a square. So this is now a square. So other possibility that will lead you to that is that when you multiply two negative number and it will lead you to a positive. So negative A times negative A, that is still a square. So now, because you know now what we call a positive and negative number, so when we write now square root of A squared, that will lead us to two answers. However, we write it as one because they're just the same. We say that this is a positive, negative A. However, the number of roots that you have on a set, we can say that our roots are A and negative A. So that's your possible root. So when you got a question, there are already two answers for that. So let's have now an example. So, on your previous video, we say that 9 is a perfect square number, right? We have now 9 is a perfect square number. So, we want to get now the square root of 9. So, the square root of 9 is positive, negative 3. So, that is now your roots for square root. Because you are now aware with what we call the negative and positive numbers. Now, how do we know if our answer is correct? We need to do what we call, what I always do in my class, is what we call the process of checking. So, to process that, to check that, you need to square the roots. So, you have two roots, so you do it individually. So, the first root that you have is 3, right? So, you have now 3 squared, that will be equal to 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Another one will have now negative 3. Then you make it square. So, we read that the square of negative 3. So, the possibility is that you have now negative 3 times negative 3. So, the answer is 9. So, you know that your answers are now correct.